Hey, it's Adam here. Just thought I'd check in after a full week since surgery. Today is day 8. How exciting is that? Been an exciting week. Lots of highs, bunch of lows. Feeling really great yesterday. I woke up for the first time. It was really cool. I could lift my leg randomly, lying down, could lift it off the ground bearing the full weight, which I couldn't do Wednesday, even though I tried, because part of one of my physio exercises is to try and do that. But couldn't do it Wednesday, woke up Thursday, and it was working amazing. And actually, I didn't really feel much pain at all, so I didn't even take my meds. And I was really good. I was kind of walking around here on my one crutch, did all my exercises. Honestly, I felt like $1,000,000, and I was really good. And then, my usual kind of lunchtime rest didn't happen, and then I was starting to get tired at like 2 o'clock-ish, but then we had an appointment we had to get to, and then we came back, and then they had to get the kids, and then there was like dinner, and then my parents came to visit, and then like all of a sudden it was like, I don't know, 8 o'clock at night, and I hadn't rested, I hadn't taken any meds, and I'd been walking on this thing like way more than I should. So I paid the price dearly. It was very tired and very angry. If you imagine using a muscle that hasn't been used a while, or doesn't want to be used, that's kind of what happened. So all night I had these like shooting pains down like my sciatic, and my knee was sore. Like the muscles were obviously just like pulling and throbbing, and so down a bunch of meds and got some sleep. But yeah, there you go. It took me, a full 7 days before I pushed it too far. So way to go, Adam. Well done. But great lesson in recovery is number one. There is nothing else. Doesn't matter what's going on in your life. Rest, ice, sleep. There's nothing else at this stage that I need. So lesson well learned. Today's, it's pretty sore. I feel like I kind of set it back a couple days by doing that, and that's too bad. But overall, it's doing really well. I'm starting to be able to feel the joint more. Like it's allowing me to move the leg more. And the less I actually take the drugs, the more I can feel it. And I'm okay with a little bit of discomfort, versus having that ability to feel it and move it. So I think I might try and shift to just regular Tylenol pretty quick here as soon as the yelling after yesterday calms down. Hopefully that's tomorrow. And then another big milestone, I took the dressing off today. It's 1 week. You kind of peel the dressing off. Not a pleasant experience. There's lots of leg hair, even though they kind of shaved the area. Yeah, that's a big ass scar, that's for sure. It's probably, I don't know, that long. And yeah, put a new dressing on. Looks pretty clean though. So I'll just tell everyone that's where my Ironman nuclear core was installed. So there you go. That's the update. 1 week in. So far so good. Learned some lessons, and yeah, looking forward to the next week. Thanks.